I know it seems like I'm wearing the same shirt in every video, but that's because it's cold. Oh, I'm making progress with the lighting. As you can see, things are a bit brighter, a bit better. I do have some overhead lighting and some backlighting and some forward lighting. Basically every conceivable light in this office is on, even the ones outside, including the sun. So it's a work in progress. This window is going to be open for a little bit, so I apologize if there's any particular glare that you might see. Yeah, I'm just kind of figuring out the space, trying to get used to it. My first goal is better curtains. Now, for those of you who know, and for those of you who don't, my name is TK. I am a writer, a voice actress, and your resident lunatic. And today we are watching episodes 7 and 8 of Yuri on Ice. And we're a little more than halfway through the series at this point. As the story is progressing, everyone seems to sort of agree with my assertions on Yuri as a character who has the love of people around him, but when it comes right down to it, sometimes the most important love is the love you have for yourself, and he is finding that at the moment. Now, granted, it has taken Victor kicking his ass a little bit. However, when it comes to Victor, like I said in the previous video, he's a bit of a harder character to interpret. Victor is a very complicated character because he comes from a very complicated situation. He's a lot like baby Yurio, where he's growing up clearly isolated from people his own age. He has a lot of work to do, and people are always yelling at him, expecting something from him. And I bet you he was probably treated like this as a child, much like Yurio is, where he's sort of pushed to his limits, told to accomplish more, do better, but then told to scale it back, because if he doesn't scale it back, he might hurt himself, but they're still asking that he exert himself in some way to accomplish what he wants. So I reckon that's not an easy way to grow up, but I've seen this in a lot of performers because I myself was a theater kid and I have encountered a lot of toxic theater teachers. But after when I started working at the hotel, then I interacted with a lot of pageant coaches who acted much the same way. Beauty pageants are a fucking curse. It is not unusual to say, hey, this is an incentive to win. That's not an unusual thing. It can be a little manipulative, especially with young children. However, what some of these coaches and teachers like to do is do or say a certain thing to get the reaction they want out of their performer. And what I mean by that is, more often than not, your coach will do something to you or do something to something you like or say something they know is going to push you in the direction they want, instead of just telling you the direction they want, or if they did tell you and you're not doing it fast enough. I truly feel like Victor wants to be knocked off of the pedestal that he's been put on, and he wants Yuri to do that for him, but he has to do the same thing that Yuri is doing, which is meeting him halfway. But unfortunately, as these things go, what's probably going to happen is he's going to keep pushing Yuri to do what he wants. He's going to keep pushing him further, saying worse and worse things, probably to get a specific reaction out of him, or just to see what happens, if he does better or if he does worse. That isn't cool. And what I think is that's how we're finally going to get Yuri to be like, Victor, stop it! Because I'm still looking for that moment where Yuri is completely honest with Victor. Victor needs that honesty, just as Victor needs to fucking relax when it comes to Yuri, because sometimes all he does is feed into his anxiety. He's not helping like he thinks he is. One of Victor's biggest character flaws is he's not a particularly sincere person, and I'm not sure that's necessarily his fault, because I wasn't really a child performer. I was more of a really determined theater kid, but because of that, I did meet a lot of child actors. And when you're acting, I imagine you start thinking of everything as a performance. And Victor is like that even when he's drunk. Everything is dramatic. Everything is a performance. Everything is like these grand, sweeping gestures. This man does not take kindly to subtlety. This is why I kind of would like to push for them as a couple, but they still haven't gotten there quite for me. Now, you guys have told me that it was coming, but it needs to hurry up. Now, on the subject of Yurio, who we haven't seen in a minute, he's not looking too hot. He's always been kind of grumpy and easily frustrated, feels like he has to be loud and brash because everybody around him has like a distinct personality. I feel like Yurio might might be suffering in a way that neither Victor nor Yuri really understand. I feel like Yuri, out of all of the younger competitors, is the one who can really stand alongside some of the older competitors, and I think that's going to present a lot of problems in and of itself, because when you are considered exceptional among your age group, that is already a lot of pressure. But when you're considered exceptional in that small exceptional group, I can only imagine the amount of pressure he must be under. And it's not that I don't think Victor understands that, or that Yuri doesn't understand that, but I don't think they understand the way he chooses to express himself. And I mean, to be honest, most people wouldn't, because he expresses himself through anger and volume and physical assault. Now, with that being said, let us please put on our headphones and commence with the drama, my friends. So, Crunchyroll's down, and it's been down for a long time, and I have a limited amount of time to record this, so we will be watching the Funimation version, which is the English dub. Now, I don't have a problem with English dubs, but I stated before in the first episode of the series that one of the reasons I like watching sports animes in Japanese, especially if it's an international sport, it's important to hear that everyone can speak different languages. While Japanese and English voice actors do have the same perils as far as getting paid, American voice actors often come from much smaller studios and often have much less time to prepare. Often don't bother getting people who speak different languages. They just tell you to kind of do an accent and get over it. Keep in mind that I don't necessarily like to use Funimation. I think the website is almost dysfunctional. I saw this before Crunchyroll died on me, that I feel like this opening is focusing on Victor a lot more than the other ones. Now, maybe I wasn't paying attention before, or maybe it's because I noticed that out of all of the characters, Victor is usually the only one in color. Maybe I'm seeing details I haven't noticed before. I don't know. But it is still beautiful. I will say that. This intro is so beautiful. And no one's answered my question if it's hand-drawn or not. I really need to know, because I haven't been able to find it anywhere. But I'm telling you, people who are real fans of a show will tell you random obscure facts that you can only find either on Twitter or Reddit. Also, I have gummy bears. I feel like this is something very important to point out. And Yuri still has to do free skate. Victor is taking it easy. Yuri is not. I think he could stand to be a little more empathetic. Oh wow, become China's hero. No pressure. Bonds and violence. Ooh, that's some pretty heavy symbolism. Oh, he's not into this performance. Oh my god, Yuri! Oh no. I feel bad for Guang Ho. I'm finding it very hard to like fully voice my thoughts. Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, it's Georgie. Guang Ho is still young. Yeah, Guang Ho is young, but under an incredible amount of pressure, especially for someone saying that he's going to be China's hero. Poor thing. Chris, are you gonna show us more butt shots? I ask respectfully that you don't, but I mean, you do you. He is quite skilled. My gosh. Victor, what are you planning on doing, hun? You're thinking a little too much for my comfort. Oh yeah. Chris has been motivated by Yuri. He's the oldest skater, I think, besides Georgie. My god, Yuri, please. Does Yuri need a different coach or does he need therapy? Ooh, nice job, Chris. I don't know if Victor has any idea how to manage this level of anxiety. Yeah, I think Victor was under much more pressure than you, Chris. Maybe. Oh wow, that's an incredible show of grace for someone his age. He was only 17. Chris is a little bit jealous. Chris, please. Okay, see, they didn't have that moan in the Japanese dub, and I wish they didn't have it now. On an unrelated note, I fucking love Crab. Ooh, Chris did a very good job. Yuri, you do not have time for this. He really loved the King and the Skater. Aw, Pitch It. Yuri has to work hard to get the stage presence Pitch It already commands. Yeah, it's a really big deal that he's a Thai skater. Just like you don't see a lot of figure skaters from Texas, you know what I mean? That is one of the people I want to, like, hug. Question, is the King and the Skater supposed to be a play on the King and I? Gives me some weird feels. Pitch is good at what he does. Pitch is good at what he does, and he has something to stand for. God, Yuri. Oh, and he edges Chris just a little bit. Right. Humility. Oh, he's only 19. I thought he was older. He really should. Yeah, when you're in a high-stakes competitive situation like this. No, I was afraid of this. No, I was afraid of this. Yeah, dude. Oh my God. He knows that. Thank you. He knows that. No. Thank you! That's the honesty that I was looking for! I know I'm like screaming, but I was desperate for that. Georgie, we need to talk about your outfits. He just reminds me of Troa Barton. I'm sorry. He reminds me of Troa Barton so much. Oh God. We need to talk about Georgie's outfits. We need to have a discussion. No, dude, she doesn't want you. Oh God. Okay. Oh, Anya, you didn't have to do it to him like that. This is like one of his last years. But he does not have the stability that Victor has. Okay, how long has it really been since she broke up with him? I feel like it's been like years since she broke up with him. Bro, you're getting a little... Georgie is really showing everything that's wrong with Victor. He needed to cry it out. Now it's Yuri's turn to tease, it seems. Yes, he does. Yeah, don't you? Because he feels better. Sometimes you just gotta cry it out, man. There he goes. That's my boy. Now see, that's a language that I don't really understand. I just need to know that it's difficult and he really should be able to pull it off. I'm surprised Yurio's watching because he forgot to watch Georgie's. He really is. Good point, Yuri. He really should have been prepared for that. He's not equipped to handle that level of anxiety. But I do agree with Victor that that is something that he should be over by now. He's been competing for almost 12 years at this point. God, I do love this music. Yuri is finally starting to be honest with what he needs, and not just what he needs as a person, but what he needs specifically from Victor. And he acknowledges that Victor is not exactly equipped to handle what he needs sometimes, and that's fine. You are never gonna find the perfect partner or the perfect coach. Uh-oh. I'm scared. Maybe you just need to have a stress cry before every single one of your performances, Yuri. This is what I've been wanting to see from you this entire series. Yes! Yes! God, this music. It never changes, but every time I need to talk about, I'm probably gonna spend the entire thing talking about this music. Oh, and everyone's like, hey, yo, what the fuck? Because now he knows what he wants! That's how you do character development, Yuri Kotsky! That's how you do character development! That's what I'm talking about, bitch! Hey, yo! Oh, shit! Oh my God, kiss again! Do it again! Hey, yo! Oh. Kept Chris in check. So he has another chance. Good. I feel happy for Pitchit. No, oh yeah, no. Yurio's out for blood now. Oh, okay. That was exciting. And I'm gonna flip over to the next episode, but there's a part of me that does feel like I need to pause. You know what? I do need to pause, actually. I know I said that I wasn't gonna do this for shows from here on out, but I genuinely feel like I have to rant about what I just saw. So I'm in a state. There was a lot of yelling. I know I don't do that a lot. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Anyways, I have a lot. That's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for Yuri to be honest with Victor. I don't need you to do anything. I just need you to stay with me. I can't avoid how I feel. I can't avoid how nervous I am. So I just need you to be here with me while I'm nervous. Now, granted, I will say Yuri still doesn't quite realize exactly how bad his anxiety is, and I think that Victor is right. To an extent, there are some things he should be over, but it doesn't change the fact that he's not, and he's not exactly equipped to handle that level of anxiety. Victor is used to doing these extreme things. He said something to get a reaction out of him, like I said that I was afraid of before. But granted, he did take responsibility for it. He did back off. Yuri was finally honest with him. Now, I think he understands what Yuri needs. That's not a bad thing. I personally think that yes, Yuri should rely on himself a little bit more, but maybe after a little bit of therapy. Another thing I wanted to rant about was the music. The music does not change. Yuri's music does not change. However, what does change is the parts of the song that get highlighted. The moments of music where Yuri's confidence is building, they highlight those specific sections of his performance, and then the moments of his internal monologue. This particular episode highlighted the climax of the song, this beautiful sort of multi-layered symphonic piece that sort of emphasizes the fact that at this point, especially from the shots that were coming from below as he was jumping, Yuri is finally flying, just like everyone thought he could. Finally doing it, and I love that for him. Anyways, next episode. We're back to the beginning. I've calmed down. I'm just, there's a lot I feel about this show, and it's very easy to get passionate about. A lot of sports animes are very easy to get passionate about, especially because I wouldn't actually call Yuri an underdog. He definitely thinks he's an underdog, but he's clearly a lot more skilled than he gives himself credit for, and that's the problem. Regardless of whether they're underdogs or not, you always get wrapped up in the, I guess, the drama of someone trying their hardest and managing to succeed. Because I've said this in a lot of videos, especially in the video of Arcane, I don't really like characters that they'll succeed as long as they'll work hard, because usually what they don't notice are the people making sacrifices all around them. The people who understand the sacrifices that are made, sacrifices that they have to make, and the fact that it's more than just working hard, I actually really like those characters more, and I love Yuri. I adore him. Oh my. I'm going to escape, so we're gonna figure out what's up with him right now. Granddad! What? And Yurio has an axe to grind like nobody's business. Oh, good answer, Victor. Okay, yeah, but Yurio, you have coaches. Yuri does not. Or did not, anyway. Oh yeah, he's having none of that shit. And Victor's like, yeah, I didn't expect anything less. You could still say hi. Oh dear. Oh, there's a lot of stuff going on. Oh, they're both the same. Cool. Yuri's just like, I'm gonna take the other elevator. Bye. So Sengilla's just like that. Okay. No, I'm gonna murder you. Oh my god, Yuri, no, stop. You asked him to stay with you. He's going to stay with you. Have a little more faith in him. I think I seriously damaged my armchair. That's my bad. Oh, so Chris came back. Gotcha. Ooh, 20. You a little too old to be acting the way you do, bro. Wow, he's only 18? It's a hell of a beard for an 18-year-old. Oh, bitch, it's nervous. Pyongyang, not Seoul, so he's from North Korea. So he's very good at what he does. I mean, that explains the low-cut outfit. I'm sorry, but the shirt, the shirt's giving Cuban Pete, man. I'm sorry. It's giving chim chicky boom, chim chicky boom, chim chicky boom. He's very, very methodical. He's definitely a force to be reckoned with. Listen, he's very determined. Leave him and his expressions alone. Imagine dancing to salsa like that and then just... But you do let it affect you some way. He's just very jovial. I like this guy. Are you sure he's not dancing to God-Killing Star? Because he looks like a Fire Emblem character. Okay, no, that's called... You see, this is what you get for being really determined about your sister, my guy. He really made that delineation, huh? He really felt like he needed to make that delineation. I think he and Sarah are a little codependent on each other. I predict a "Am I the asshole?" thread from Sarah when she gets married. Or at least she's aware of it. I believe in you. Oh no. Okay, no. Because it's probably like midnight. Pay attention to me. Ooh. Oh shit! Get it, Yuri! No. Hell yes! Get it! We love a character arc, bitch! We love a character arc! You won't be able to make it to the Grand Prix, and you can't let that happen. Yeah, that doesn't matter. Oh yeah, he's gorgeous. Oh my god, Yuri's flawless. Love it. We love it. It makes me so nervous. I get like this when I watch figure skaters on television too. I get so nervous. All right, there he goes. Yes, practice will do that to a person, buddy. Hell yes. Oh my god, Yuri looks beautiful. Are they throwing stuffed sushi onto the ice? Yakov, we really need to talk about your choice of costumes for your male skaters. Like, we absolutely need to have a word about your choice of outfit. Oh, they're just happy for him. That's adorable. But where's Granddad? I'm nervous. Now he's starting to understand where Yuri was coming from. The fuck you both! He wants to show up his older brother's new boyfriend. You kind of do. You're a little bit desperate. It snapped you out of it, didn't it? Oh. Yeah, but you're rattled, honey. I mean, honestly, I think that's one of the reasons. I think he does lack experience. Good job, kiddo. They're using some interesting animation for Yurio here. I mean, honestly, yes. He's the youngest competitor. Oh, wow, he's really pushing himself. Very nice. He came back. He got it. Good job, kiddo. You'll never escape it. Asshole. I feel like JJ annoys everyone. Very nice. JJ the jet plane. That's gonna be my name for him from now on. Fuck off. I kinda hate him. I'm not gonna lie, he frustrates me. I'm different. Boy, if you don't... Okay, he's harder to watch than Chris. I'm just gonna be real with you. He's harder to watch than Chris. Like, this is different than Yuri. Where he had his own song campaign. That this song is about him being the king of the world. Like, fuck off, JJ. Like, honestly. Ooh, JJ flies. I feel like that's not true. I'm not sure why I'm experiencing immediate revulsion when being introduced to this man. I just need him to stop. Oh, stop. Well, he has confidence, that's for sure. No! Well, you have to tell Victor. Oh, he does not need this right now. Poor Yuri. Poor Yuri. What? Oh, the poor baby. I hope the dog's okay. Oh, okay. Wow. All right. That was... I need to lay down. So this show really does not stop. And that's a good thing, really. I really love 12-episode animes like Madoka Magica and even shows like Arcane and Vox Machina. I really believe like the more mature a show is, the shorter it should be. Just because it's good to get a lot of things covered in a small amount of time. After episode 7, I realized that episode 8 is really leaning into the... what's the word I'm looking for? The parallels between Yurio and Yuri, because they both have the exact same type of anxiety. They're both really in their heads and it affects their performance. And while Yurio's comes out as fits of anger, because anxiety often does, it is still anxiety. It is still affecting his performance. And I understand why. He's only 15 years old and everybody is older than him. He's getting yelled at. He has to accomplish some great things in a very short time for his age. I imagine he probably has a lot of the same issues that Victor does. Instead of, you know, physical assault and shouting at people, Victor had probably making fun of people and teasing them. Or, as you saw in the clip with Chris, as being really extremely friendly to people, but not being quite genuine. I feel bad for the kid. He's going through a lot, and he's right. He does like experience, because the younger you are, the harder it is to parse those emotions. Because, you know, you got other shit going on. Once Yurio reaches that point, he will have the same epiphany as Yuri did. It's not really about Victor. It's about him. This isn't even about the whole of Russia. It's about him and what he should be doing. I fear this kid is gonna come down with migraines by the time he's my age. I don't think I've been that excited about a show since Word of Honor. That was awesome. With that being said, please like if you like this video. Please subscribe if you really like this video and would like to see more. If you would like to support the channel, you can find me on Patreon, where I post my reactions the day before they are posted. I post my reactions on YouTube on Wednesday, so you will see them on Tuesday, and if I post them on Friday, you will see them on Thursday. You can find me on every piece of social media: Tumblr, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, but mostly Tumblr and TikTok, because fuck Twitter. Thank you for watching. Stay weird, lovelies, and happy eating.